Hey y'all, thank you for stopping by and taking the time to watch. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. I hope each and every one of y'all are safe, healthy, and blessed. My name is Wendy, and you are visiting my channel, Unveiling Dark Secrets. So, thank you for stopping by. Before I get into this story, I want to give a giant trigger warning. The story I'm about to tell you will be about child abuse in the worst way, if you know what I mean. This story makes me so sick and angry. What are people thinking nowadays? It seems that here lately, there are more and more people getting caught because of child abuse actions. I don't know if it's because of technology today, that they're just more out in the open. I don't know. Maybe it could be my algorithm that I'm seeing a lot of these crime cases coming about because I watch a lot of true crime. I'm guilty. But anywho, all I can say though is protect your children. Protect them. Teach them. Teach them that it's okay to come and talk to you. It's okay to say what is being done to them. Protect them. That's as far as I'm going to go right now. I could go on and on about that, but I do feel that most of us parents do know what we need to do. Most of us parents do feel that we try our best to protect our children and protect those around us, because unfortunately we can trust no one. I know I trust no one. I do have trust issues. So Communication is key. Okay, so let's get into this story. This woman right here. Honestly, I can't even call her a woman. She's really a sorry excuse of a human. Anyway, somebody, you should have come and got your grandma, your granny, your meemaw, whatever. Somebody should have came and got her, because she in prison now. And may she rot. In a quiet town, a disturbing crime shook the community to its core. The case of Ann Nelson Cook, a former teacher convicted of heinous crimes, sent shockwaves through the small community of Tomah, Wisconsin. Ann was a 75-year-old teacher who was convicted of assaulting a 14-year-old student in the No Square area. That's what I'm going to call it, because we do have to watch what I say on these videos. So during the school year of 2016 through 2017, she was able to lure this young student to the basement during school hours. At the time, when she was caught, she was facing up to 634 years in prison, with 373 of those years incarcerated and 251 on supervised release. But that didn't happen. The DA tried to at least get 100 years in prison, but again, that did not happen. Though the judge, Richard Ratcliffe, said Nelson Cook, and I quote, used her position of power over the victim to meet her own needs, recognizing Nelson Cook was an authority figure trusted by the victim. Of course, there was probably lots of people that trusted her at the time, and probably had no idea that she was taking this 14-year-old child down in the basement. So again, between 2016 and 2017 school year, Nelson Cook repeatedly engaged in both oral and rear-end intercourse during school hours down in the basement. At the time, she was 67 years old. July 31st, 2023, a jury found her guilty of 25 sex crimes against a student. The trial was only 3 days, and the jury only deliberated for 5 hours. Here's some of her convictions. No Square assault of a child enticement, exposing No Square areas to a child, and so much more. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what that child went through? What he had to endure, what he had to see? I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't even know if I want to imagine. this old lady exposing herself, making this child do things to her, and her doing things to him. 67 years old at that time. Lord have mercy. Anyway, she was finally sentenced on October 27, 2023 to 10 years in prison with 15 years of supervised release. Now, there is a major chance because of her age right now, that in 10 years she may not make it out of prison. But until then, whether the good Lord lets her live for the 10 years, I hope there will be plenty of prison justice for the trash that she is. The impact of Nelson Coke's crimes reverberated through the community. Her actions deeply affected the victim, his family, and the town of Tomah. The judge acknowledged the impact on the victim and his family as an aggravating sentencing factor, praising the victim's courage and leadership. The assistant district attorney stressed that Nelson Coke's appalling actions caused irreparable damage, of course, underscoring the need for a just sentence to account for the seriousness of the crime and the pain endured by the victim, as well as to ensure the protection of the community. And Nelson Coke's crimes left, of course, a lasting mark on a community that grappled with the aftermath of her heinous acts. But through the courage of the victim and the commitment of the legal system, steps were taken to ensure that justice was served and the community could begin to heal. That young man was very brave. Bless him, bless him, bless him, Lord, bless him. Because I could not imagine what he felt. Getting up in front of her and the judge and everyone, explaining what she did to him and what he had to do to her. I know I keep saying that, but anyways. I pray for that brave young man. Please. And this, I'm going to stop right here because I could go on how disgusting she is. But again, please, if you see something, say something. Thank you for stopping by. Leave me a comment, a like, a subscribe, so you don't miss any new videos. And in the comments, let me know what you'd like to hear next. I love doing the research. I love doing these stories. I love putting them together. It gives me accomplishment, I guess you can say. And I do want to say I apologize for my dogs barking in the background. They feel that they have to voice their opinion too. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Even though I know that they're barking at probably a cat, my goat, a horse moving. I don't know. They bark to bark. They bark to hear themselves bark. So y'all have a blessed night. And again, thank you for coming. I hope to see you soon. Until next time, take care.